Good morning, everybody. Willie here at the Great Outdoors. We are working today. That's the best way I can put it. A lot of work to be done today. I am actually on standby Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yesterday was Friday, today's Saturday, and tomorrow for work. So unfortunately, I can't go very far away from the area, I guess you should say, or I should say. And what we're doing, we're warming up the old CT125. It has officially come across its 600-mile oil change. Now, even though this bike is a 2022 when I bought the bike, it only had 89 miles on it. Well, since I've been riding it all over, you know where and back, and been going back and forth to work with it pretty much every morning. But since I've been riding it, I've put right at 600 miles on it, and we need to change the oil. Very simple process, nothing much to it. Probably going to do it on the back patio back here. I'm coming. Do-do-do-do. Hey, here I am. So we're probably going to do it on the back patio back there. I also bought a new oil plug. Has a magnet in it, end piece, to catch all the hard pieces of metal that the CT, for whatever reason, has decided to strip off during the engine break-in process. Now, people have been asking me, do you like this bike? Is it something you'll hold on to? Yeah, I like it quite a bit. It's very easy to handle, easy to ride, easy to shift. It's just an easy bike. The only thing it's not easy on is my buttocks. The seat, very unpleasant after a few miles, even with this cushion thing on it. That's the only thing about the bike I really don't care for. I guess if we had to get really in depth, the only other thing I don't care for is the power. First gear's great, second's okay, third and fourth, you can get up to speed, but you do not have the top end that the Monkey has. Let's see what it says. 71,000 miles, Ford E150 conversion van. Doesn't look like it's ever had any wax or anything on it, but at 71,000 miles ain't much. Depending on what engine it is, it's probably a 5.0. Be my guess. Or it's a 300 straight 6. The child waving at me, that's funny. Ah, the Pontiac Aztec. I had a friend of mine who used to work for General Motors. He was the man who actually basically tried to sell the newest whatever it may be to the dealerships and prove to them it was a car worthy of being on their lot for sale. He said it was the hardest job he ever had, working for that part of General Motors, trying to get dealerships to purchase a number of vehicles. He said the Pontiac Aztec was the hardest sell he ever had. He said it was so hard to take a car that ugly and prove to them it was worth having on their lot to try to sell. Needless to say, it didn't last very long, and he was very happy about that. So, okay, let's get down here in the floor, on the ground, and the concrete, and the stuff that doesn't like me much anymore. The older you get, the harder it is to lay on concrete. I don't understand why, but it is. Your bones and stuff just don't react as the way they used to. You know something I haven't done yet? I haven't kick-started this thing yet. That might be something to do when we get the oil in this thing. But anyway, oil plug. Get that out of here. Now, I have heard tell of people taking the wrong plug out. There's another plug on the other side over there. But you want the one closest to where all your oil stuff is. You know, you got your oil dipstick right there. You got your plug up top here to put your oil in, and you got your oil plug down here. That's all on this side where the oil stuff you're working with it is. You know, that's convenient. That's thinking. That's what that is. So I'm gonna go ahead. This stuff is hot, and I'm gonna bust her loose. The guys at Timber Honda, didn't they have an extension in this thing? Yeah, they have already changed the oil in this bike once. And they say that they do it because they have to when new bikes come in as used bikes, or they have to change the oil. And even though this bike only had 89 miles on it, you know, they had to change it. And I'm just like, okay, well, that's great and fine, but wow, they put that on there. But regardless, I'm changing it too. I really need some kind of gloves on my hands because I don't want to get all greasy, oily. I do that enough with fishing reels. Let me go get some gloves real quick. So anyway, as I was saying before I rudely interrupted myself, they've already changed the oil on the bike, but they changed it at 89 miles. So I have put almost, another 500 plus miles on it. And I just want to change it like I'm supposed to. Oil's coming, hot oil coming down, Bay 3. I say hot oil coming down, Bay 3. Bay 3, are you listening? Sure, a lot of threads on this oil plug. Woo! Yeah, it looks pretty good. Somewhere I had paper towels, but now I don't know where they are. So, putting oil back in this thing, it's pretty simple, nothing much to it. You just got to put the right amount, of course, but the thing I don't really care for about the CT is not having the viewing glass like the Monkey has. The Monkey has a viewing glass over here, so you can see you got the oil level in the right place. The CT just has just the dipstick you have to look at, not to be confused with Ain't a Straight from the Dukes of Hazzard, which would have been the dipstick in that particular scenario. Might need to get a new O-ring for that because I've been noticing a little black around the top of that. Honda has changed their logo on their oil. At least that's what I was told. This is the GN4 10W30, which is what this bike calls for. Actually, all the mini motors call for 10W30. Did I say 40? I don't know what I said, 10W30. But it seems like my local Honda dealership, for whatever reason, only wants to carry 40. That was the only 10W30 that they had. And I don't understand if the bike calls for something, why not have it? But my local Honda dealership doesn't think much of the mini motos, in my opinion. Okay, gold plug. That's what I bought. That's the magnetic tip on the end there. It's going to catch all the pieces and parts that I'm going to get thrown. MP01 is the model number of this particular plug that fits these bikes. That is not a lot of oil at all. I mean, that's hardly anything. It's amazing how little, I should say, oil goes in these bikes. But now we're going to break that out of there, and we are going to shoo the mosquito out of our face. Come here. Comes with its own crush washer, which is great. And that little gold tip right there is magnetic, and that's going to, next oil change, we will be seeing what pieces I've broke off of all of it. If we've got pieces of piston, connecting rod, wrist pin, valve, whatever, it should be stuck to that. La la, stinking la. Now if it's definitely metal, because I just hit the bottom of the bike and stuck right to it. Which I thought the case, stop it! I can't see the hole. Where's the hole at? There it is. That is a heck of a magnet right there, people. So I had to go get a funnel, and of course I had to clean it out. Always make sure your funnels are clean. Dumping old junk from something else in your brand new something else that will mess up something else and cause you to have to go buy something else to make that something else be something else. Don't use dirty funnels. Okay, now these bikes, it's kind of odd. Some say, oh, it takes a quart. Some say it doesn't take quite a quart. Your little dipstick. Honda also says, do not screw that back in to check your level. You just drop it there, boop, like that, and check your level. Then you screw it in tight when you're, pretty much done there. Also, where'd my rag go? There it is. I want to clean everything. You always want to try to clean everything that you can, because you want to see if you have a leak somewhere or something. So if you clean everything, when you do actually have a leak, it won't be from the last time that you didn't clean it. Get in there, you dipstick. Any of y'all remember the oil commercial? By that, any chance? I think that is the funniest oil commercial in the world. I think it was it Castrol? With the guy running around going, that's thinking with your dipstick, Jimmy!
Oh, no, that's thinking with your dipstick!
So why did you hit me?
Because you were thinking with your dipstick, Jimmy!
And smacking people with the dipstick. I don't know what happened to that commercial, but man, that was funny. I thought that was the funniest thing in the world. I yelled that and went around town screaming that for months. Again, 10W30, Gen 4, Honda. All right, let's see how much I got left. It's almost a quart right there. And they say it's almost, they give you a 0.7 or some crazy number, but so you got your little X's that tell you, hey, full, and then above the X's means, hey, too much. But we're going to drop that in there. You don't screw it in, you just drop it in there and you bring it back up. That's full. That's all it takes. That's all this thing takes. And it lives, breathes, and drives just on that right there. So let's screw that back in there tight. That has an O-ring on it that you want to make sure gets nice and snug. And it already had oil on it, so it should seal pretty good. Which is one of those things that I do. Some people do, some people don't, but I do. What I do is I take a little oil and go around the O-ring. Since there's a little bit, left still coming out of here, it just helps that O-ring smoothly seat up against that metal. Same thing you do with a oil filter on a car. Get a little oil on the gasket there. That's going to help it smoothly go back down. And quite honestly, ladies and gentlemen, that is the oil change on the CT125 at 600 miles. There is more extensive going into, which is, in this case, there's a wire filter, like a screen door, that's in there that you can take off and change. And I'll get to that at some point or another when I get, 5 or 6 million miles on this thing. And Honda's calling me going, We want to send you a brand new CT125 for getting 1 million miles on your Honda CT125. Okay, Honda, I'm all about it. Send me another monkey while you're at it too. CRF 300L and a couple other things. Whatever you have laying around that, you know, you just want to get out of your way, I'll take one. I've often thought about putting 2 motorcycles together and making a car. So, the CT125 does have a kickstart. I'll show you down there real quick. Right there, kickstart. I haven't kickstarted it yet. Now, you might ask yourself, why? Why does it have a kickstart? One, trail bike, you know, off-road, trail, battery dies, you can kickstart it. The other thing is, because it is a semi-automatic kind of thing, where you don't have a hand clutch, that has a lot, you know, you can always push start a monkey or a Grom or something because it has a manual clutch. So if your battery dies, you can run with it, put it in, say, second gear, jump on it, pop the clutch, fire the bike up. Now, I'm not positive you can't do that with this, but I don't think I'd want to try. You're dealing with a clutch that's pretty much in. I don't know if I'd do that or not. I'm not saying it doesn't work, and it might, but I'm not doing it. Some people can afford to tear their stuff up and get it repaired. I can't. I want my stuff to stay fixed. So our key is in the on position. Let's kick. Are you ready? Oh, you have to turn the red switch on too. Okay, fuel injection is on now. Look at that. I haven't kick-started a motorcycle in 20 years. I had a 73 Harley Davidson that had a kickstart. There you go. Oil's gotten where it needs to be. She slowed down. Let that oil circulate. It's feeling rejuvenated right now is what's going on. How many miles did we actually have on it? Let's see here. 601. We had 601 miles on our 600-mile oil change. That's me, always pushing it. Now, I know you can't hear me, but I mean, no, you can't hear me. I know you can. I know you can't. Visually, I'm not there. So what I'm doing now is something that needs to be done since after I got back from camping. One of the things we need to do always is keep the batteries charged on the golf cart. So even when we're not using it, I need to keep them charged up because we truly cannot afford, right now anyway, new batteries for the golf cart. That was one of the things I was happy about. Trying to get over here close to my charging facility. You know, this is kind of like my Tesla. Get that charged back up again. You'll most likely hear, yep, there's the, all right, so batteries are charging on the golf cart. Second thing of the day down. So third thing of the day. I think Punch Boo is one of them. Then Punch Pee Wee. Then we got to go up here and do some editing. Then we go in here. That's Evan, he's editing. We're editing another video at the particular moment of going to a tackle shop and buying 3 reels. How are we doing?
Good.
You doing good? Okay, good. Hey man, my view screen ain't on. How am I supposed to view if my screen ain't on? That's what we're doing next, and then I'm going to be putting some line on a fishing reel. So it's going to be a busy day anyway. The only bad thing really about this reel is getting the right amount of line on it and being able to see that you're getting the right amount of line on it. Because you have to take the cap off, kind of look at it, and make sure you're not overstepping your area, you know, because you don't want to get the snags and the tangles and all that stuff. I don't know what I just hooked into, but it don't feel like a fish. It feels like a turtle. We've had a snapping turtle in here for quite some time now. I don't want my tip of my rod to get bit in half. I kept getting a bite over there, and it's a fish over there, but Mr. Turtle, I guess, decided to get involved too. We'll go ahead and hook this thing back up again, and we're gonna worm hook it up again, because that's the only thing I've had any bites on whatsoever. And I'll get back with you guys in just a moment. So I gave it a test cast just to make sure that the line won't bound up. And there went my fish. So disregard that, and I'll just go with, how did that fish not get that hook in him? This reel though, let me tell you about something that's really smooth and casts really far and is working really well. Oh, we're getting a hit right there. He's got it, he's got it, he's got it. There we go. Don't jump, please don't jump, don't. You jumped. I asked you not to do that. Not a bad fish either. Come on in here. Now, you got my reel making noise. What happened? My reel wasn't making noise. Oh no, you're hung on something. Okay, I got you off of whatever that was. Not a bad fish. Now he's all caught up in the weeds. There we go. Not a bad fish. You're picture worthy. Let's get you a picture. I'm gonna pull this cap off and see if I can see. Oh yeah, okay. I see a lot of line that's come loose in there. Let's put this back on real quick. Let's cast this thing. See if we can't cast that junk out of it. Yep, that's what I figured. There's my issue. I don't know how this happened.
Hey, Willie.
Hello there.
How are you?
Well, I'm standing out here by the lake casting a rod.
And?
Two small ones and about 1.5 pounds or maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's a nice surprise.
Probably up there and I got something yes, it's big too. Oh yeah, this is a big fish, dude. I'm glad I got you on the line. Holy mother, he just came out the water like a missile. Come on up here. Come on up here. You're actually on camera. So
Well, send me a picture.
well, I mean, I'm recording. I'm actually making a video. I didn't expect to catch anything while I was talking to you. Oh yeah, that's a good fish. That's about a 2-pounder right there. Come on up here, you.
Ooh.
Okay, I take that back. More in the pound. Oh, he just flung my hook back at me. Why do these fish all like to fling the hooks back at me? He's a good fish though. He's filthy now, but got a mouth about the size of a, I don't know, tennis ball maybe.
Great. Wow. Nice.
He's not bad.
Little 4-pound test?
No, 6. I'm using the, did you see today's video?
I have not seen it yet.
Okay, well, when you see it, you'll see the reel that I'm using. It's a Abumatic 60.
Ah.
But that's not a bad fish. He's in the 1.5 pound range.
Well, I'll take a fish like that.
Yeah, I was going to take a picture of him, but he's all right. I'm going to cast back out there since they've come to life now for whatever reason.
Good.
And he's covered in. I caught a snapping turtle too. That was fun.
Oh, that's not fun.
Okay, fish. Thank you for playing the game and giving me something to actually put on the camera. See ya. Yeah, that was actually the second catch of the day. Was a snapping turtle.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, I was using a pretty good sized worm under the bushes over there, and he decided to try to take a go at it. Uh-oh, do we have another bite? What's going on here? What was that? Something picked it up and carried it, but it let go. I hate it when they do that.
Yeah.
It was a bump, and then the line got tight like they were swimming off with it, and then it just went limp, like they just went nah. They just dropped it and said, I don't feel like it.
Yeah. What's your bait?
Oh, daggone it. I know, I was reeling in the slack, man. I was trying to get the slack out of the line and he hit it again. Okay, so right now what we're doing is we're getting ready to leave. And since this is going to be the last cast, Andy has requested a random cast because I got him on the phone here. So, all right, now Andy, I'm standing on the pier. Now imagine watching the video. I'm staring across the creek, the cove at the neighbor's yard. To the right of me, I have the cove itself, and I've got some bushes and whatever. In front of me, I just have the neighbor's yard with the border sticking up, you know, on their grass edge, whatever. And to the left of me, I have the open end of the cove that goes out to the main part of the lake, where I have bushes on the left, the big deep spot in the middle, and I can cast to the right slightly at about 1 o'clock and get about 10 or 12 feet off the neighbor's bank over there. So where do you suggest, even though you're not here standing with me?
Go deep.
Go deep? So
Yeah.
just like blast it to the left as hard as I can? Is that what you're saying?
Try
Okay.
to keep it out of the trees.
Well, I can keep it out of trees. That's not a big deal. I got a cast sidearm.
On the other shore.
Do what now?
Try to keep it out of the trees on the other shore.
Oh, there's no trees on the other shore. I'm okay over there.
Good.
But
All
that's the neighbor's yard over there. That's open grass. Unless you go to the left. But if you're talking go deep, then I got to go, say, to my left, middle, or left side, just as hard as I can cast. That's...
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll do that then. Let's see. This is going to be it. This is going to be the last one. This is Andy's request for the cast. And we're going to...
Not my fault.
Okay, I just let that thing go. She went probably easily 100 feet or more. And I'm letting it sink. It's just going to the bottom. All right, the line is easing its way out. Seems like it's done going to the bottom now, so I'm going to get my slack out of the line. And I'm just going to start my retrieve, crossing my fingers, and hoping that this random cast will actually make it to the video.
Not a chance.
Yeah, I get kind of surprised sometimes when I'm talking to people on the phone that I'll catch fish. It's kind of odd. My supervisor, last time I talked to my supervisor on the phone at the campground, I caught several bluegill and a couple of crappie while I was talking to him. And
You should get the $1 billion Powerball ticket. That's what you should
yeah,
buy.
that's exactly right.
Odds are better.
Then I wouldn't be worried about a 1996 Ford conversion van. Oh, you're not going to believe this.
I don't believe it.
I got him, though, and he's a big one.
Well, all right then.
Oh.
You better land it.
I'm trying. I set the hook pretty good, so I'm hoping
Mess it up.
he don't want to come up. I can tell you that right now. And he's swimming out to the middle, and now he's coming. No, he's not. Still not coming up.
Oh,
That's a big one. Okay, that's the
that's
biggest.
a snapping turtle.
No, it's not. It's the biggest, probably the biggest one of the day.
Did he jump?
Yeah, he came up. I'm getting him right now.
Oh, okay now.
Bringing him out of the water right now. This one's probably in the 14-inch range. Little bigger than the last one. Now I got to get this hook out of him now. Boy, let me tell you what. I don't know if y'all can see that hook, but I set the hook on him. He was not coming off. The only way that he would have come off, I would have had his head, and the rest of the body would have been swimming around in the lake. I'm going to show you real quick. Fish and reel. There's fish and reel for those of you who can't see him or can see him. Decent fish. I'm guessing here at about 14 inches or 15. Right here on this Abumatic 60 that came out of Fishing Pro Tech. I'm going to thank Lynn for the reel. Thank Andy for the casting idea. I don't wonder if there's a such thing as team fishing. Is there? Where like somebody just says you cast over there and then that person does that? But anyway.
Armchair fishing.
Armchair, yeah, it's a video game. All right, well, that fish is going back in there, and I'll be talking to y'all in just a minute. Andy, thanks for the advice. Throw this in here. Go on, fish. See ya. So there you go. That is my, what you've got to see is my on standby weekend. Can't really go anywhere, can't do much. Got to stay around close by just in case the phone goes off. So I got oil changed, which was pretty important to me to get that done for that 600-mile 600-mile thing, which is an easy task on that bike, not a problem in any way, shape, or form. And putting some line on the reel that we've worked on already, and there's a bunch of miscellaneous other things that I just thought, hey, they're not going to care anything about that whatsoever. But taking that reel out fishing, that means something. I knew you'd want to see that. And what are the odds that, you know, I'd ask Andy over the phone, who's 65 miles away, where should I cast, describe to him what I'm looking at. He says go deep. I said okay, cast over there, and to get the biggest fish of the afternoon. That's pretty impressive. Unless you compare it to a 12 or 15 pound snapping turtle. Needless to say, the reel did well. Not gonna lie there, boy. That reel did good. It had a couple of catches, little snags. Those reels really aren't good for doing what I was doing, worming and stuff like that, because you get slack in the line. If you're doing a steady retrieve, it's not a problem, but when you jerk and you kind of you know, get tight, then you jerk it a little bit more and you get it tight again. It leaves loops in the line. So they're really not the greatest for that, but they do it. They do actually, you know, perform that well. So anyway, it's Sunday afternoon. I'm heading back to the house. I can actually smell fish. That's a good feeling. I'm not joking. You can actually, you know, you've been fishing. So anyway, Lynn Bell at Fishing Pro Tech. I love the Abumatic 60. Great reel. Ah, man, I enjoyed that today. Looking forward to taking that with me next time. And if you guys get a chance, like I said before, if you get a chance to get to Toanna, Virginia, go up and visit Lynn. Buy a lure, buy a vintage reel, buy a new rod, buy something, buy a t-shirt, buy a candy bar. He sells candy bars and drinks. Just stop by and say hello. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Whatever the next one may be. Them fish got some stank. Maybe that's why they're so scattered out there. They can't even stand to be around themselves.